Copyright. It sounds complicated, but it's really important that you know your rights. So, here's everything you need to know about copyright in just over 3 minutes. Basically, copyright is there to protect creators' control over their work, as well as regulate how others can use it. Whenever you're using copyrighted content, you will need to credit the copyright holder and make sure that you're only using a fair amount. But what exactly is a fair amount? Well, there's no standard definition, but short reference excerpts, which are clearly relevant to your point, are seen as good practice. If in doubt about fair use, just ask the Copyright Advice Service. And remember, if you're publishing anything, you will need to get copyright clearance. That is the permission from the copyright holder to use sections of their work. For personal use, you're allowed to print a limited amount of copyrighted works, 1 chapter of a book, or 1 article per issue in a publication. The library can also supply digitised extracts of content within those exemption limits for your students' reading lists. Please contact the digitisation team for more information. There is an external fee for this, but the library will pay it on your behalf. Multimedia, such as showing video clips or streaming content as part of a course, is usually much more restrictive, and it will need clearance from the copyright holder to be used. The exception to all this is when you're using content with a Creative Commons licence. Then, you're allowed to use the resources in a variety of ways, so long as you credit the author and you're within the terms of the licence. To get more information on how to find Creative Commons works and what you're allowed to do, just go to the Creative Commons website. When publishing your own work in open access, you can also use a Creative Commons licence yourself. Just make sure you're happy with the licence you choose, because once your work is published, changing it to a different permissive licence will still let people use the original licence with its wider permissions. And remember, when publishing your own work, there may be a copyright fee to pay on certain items such as images, and this is not paid for by the library. If you're ever unsure about anything copyright related, contact the Copyright Advice Service. We're happy to help. There are lots of resources on the library webpage, including a template on how to ask for permission to use copyrighted materials. You can contact the Copyright Advice Service at digitisation@leedsbeckett.ac.uk.